On this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast,
He'll pat Cahoon on the head. Thank you, Cahoon. And he'll pause and he'll lick the top of his head. Yeah, sure.
after a brutal battle with the Scorpion Beast,
Oh no.
Cahoon, after pouring like 6 willpower into the instincts, is still hacking at the body, slavering.
our brave adventurers take time to rest and recover,
Time for a drink, Hippo.
make a new friend,
Can I first shout for the bard?
Dindre.
Bitch!
and face old foes.
Look what we got. It's a fox.
Their story continues
Oh, gods.
now.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh girl, oh they them.
Oh girl, are they them too? Or anything else?
Child.
What an episode we just had
It was
last
so
week.
intense.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I almost died.
I was going to try to bring up some bullshittery topic to start this episode off with, but I just can't stop thinking about it. That's like one of my top 5 combats I've ever had in any game that I've like been in or run.
Yeah.
Like, my
I
heart
hear
was
that.
racing the whole time.
That was intense.
We were right on the edge.
Yeah.
For a while.
Legitimately.
The whole end, the back end of that, you were on the edge.
I thought we were going to straight up just lose one, if not 2 party members.
I think, you guys fought the tentacle, and that was a good fight. I would say that was your first real fight in the system. The ogre fight, you just crushed so hard, we really didn't get to experience anything.
Yeah.
That was a real fight, but you also
Kali.
you also came in and were able to deal with it quickly. But I, as the GM, was looking at that Scorpion Beast fight and being like, "Oh boy, I don't know how they're gonna get past this." I didn't change anything; I just ran it straight out of the book. But
How much strength did that thing have that we had to get rid of?
oh god,
Was it 14?
Kat, did you have something to say?
I just wanted to note that my notes, I'm skimming over them, it says, this fight has been all caps brutes.
Yes.
Crap! My Foundry had double imported everything, so I have 2 Scorpion Beasts.
No.
had-
No, we only barely survived the one.
Another one.
No.
We run.
It had 14 strength.
Jeez.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oof. And it's a monster, so it doesn't have any wits or empathy. And it had 8 agility, but I knew you guys didn't have any ability to damage agility.
I think the worst thing is that it just straight up was able to do wits damage that we could not block.
Fear
Yeah.
We
attacks.
could not even roll to block it, could we?
No, it's a fear attack. Fear attacks are vicious.
Sure, that's how it works.
Yeah. When I was preparing to run this game, I was listening to a couple DMs talk about like a random site that they had built that had a fear attack. And he said, my players asked the same thing. Is it something you can roll to resist? And they like took the time to look it up. Nope. It's just however many successes you get on those fear attack dice, you take straight to wits. It sucks.
It's just fuck you.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And
It was
yet so awesome.
It was so bad. And I'll agree to that. But like we recorded that on a Saturday afternoon, and I was riding the high of that like adrenaline rush for hours.
I remember
that.
we geeked out so hard when we stopped recording and took off our headsets.
Jacob and I were on the way to the Bojangles, and we couldn't stop talking about it. It was great. That's how you know.
Oh, that's right, because we recorded and then we ate and then we started playing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
In true turbo nerd style, we switched game systems mid-Saturday.
Oh, that was a good Pathfinder
like
time,
true
too.
nerds.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
really good. Oh, man.
You
Well,
guys want to hear about our Pathfinder characters?
for those...
Support us on Patreon.
Oh, no. Oh, that's
You can't do that
savage.
yet.
Oh, man.
Lands.
For those who are interested, so we have a lot of experience playing Pathfinder, and I'm running a
A lot.
Reign of Winter game that's been ongoing for a few years, and we're in book 4, and it is off the rails with how awesome it is.
Yeah. Oh, man. You want to... Hey, all you out there, I can see all of you.
I'm looking deep into your eyes right now.
I'm not. I'm just
And
looking at
I'm
you
slowly
casually.
unbuttoning my top.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
It's like I can
really
see that you're
shy.
secretly
My top
eating
doesn't have
Cheetos while
I have
you
a
listen to
T-shirt.
us.
But Reign of Winter is perhaps one of the best adventure paths. We've only played 2.
We've dipped
Resident
into a
Lords.
handful. Oh, Adventure Paths.
Adventure paths specifically.
We dipped into Rune Lords and Reign of Winter, yeah.
So out of those two, they're both fantastic.
But we've listened to other people play different adventure
I
paths.
have played so many
oh,
adventure
that's right.
paths.
You've played a lot.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Reign of Winter then?
2? 3? Is it 4?
Stop numbers hard.
8, 12, 37.
2? A 3?
I'm going to leave.
Oh no.
Hey, no Foley work.
I would definitely put it up there. It might be number 1. I think that I've connected with other characters better than the one that I have in Reign of Winter.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that's the fault of the AP itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say, and not to get too off topic on this game, but Reign of Winter is the purest, best example of why a railroaded story is not necessarily, like the concept of a railroady type adventure is not a bad thing
Oh, no,
inherently.
not at all.
Because that is a very on rails adventure, but it's very like well handled.
It's fun.
It makes it feel like purpose.
yeah.
It is. It's incredible. Highly recommend if any of you out there play Pathfinder First Edition to check out the Reign of Winter Adventure Path. It is bonkers. We actually have a one shot coming up that we're trying to figure out when we're
One
gonna schedule
shot.
it. It's a one. It started out as a one shot, and it's been turning into its own module with characters from that adventure called Oops All Gun.
Created by our very own DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, one of the members of the party like split off, and they're a gunslinger, which is a thing in Pathfinder, and they come from a town that like makes guns and has southern accents. And I was like, this is a perfect chance to like do an addendum like in between book 4 and 5. And I got some crazy ideas. So we're going to be playing Oops All Gun is what we've titled it.
You can
just
catch
find-
me as Miss Lyrian, the lady's lamb.
I can't wait to southern it all.
It's going to be
Be
disgusting.
careful, you'll lose Khalees' accent.
I know I have to be really
Buried.
careful. I practice.
If I remember correctly,
30
though,
cans of sweet tea.
the funny thing about being so excited about this one, though, homebrewing in the Pathfinder world's a lot easier because it's got a lot that you can use. At one point, if I remember correctly, I think I recall the words "never again" coming from your mouth when it comes to homebrew.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
but
think
sometimes
that it was
you
just
get,
like a campaign. In
no,
the whole
never
world.
a whole homebrew
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
I like when we started. For those who don't know, we're playing Forbidden Lands, but I've been running content that's either generated out of the GM's guide or is pre-written in the GM's guide, and I'm supplementing it with things from the Raven's Purge campaign. Not that we're going to necessarily get through all the campaign. The campaigns in this game aren't the same as they are in D&D and Pathfinder, but I have an aversion to homebrew because I started out doing homebrew and it quickly got like very hard to maintain. All right, well let's get into this. Speaking of our great previous session, we have a wonderful thing to start off this session of Forbidden Lands, and that's XP. It's an odd episode, so we're doing XP because we do it every other episode. So let's get through that XP checklist. Now remember, this one started with your encounter with the tentacle monster. That was episode 5, and then the scorpion beast was episode 6. Yeah. So those 2 episodes are what we're going to be evaluating for XP today. All right, so item number 1, did you participate in the game session? You get 1 XP just for being there. Item number 2, did you travel through at least 1 hex that you on the game map that you have not visited before?
No, we did not.
So.
Do you have something to say, Kat?
No, I'm just counting.
Oh, you're counting up. I see.
I can't keep count unless I keep count with my hands.
You can open up your player sheet
Wait, I
under
just learned
actors
something new.
and then count the experience there.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm doing that now. Thank you.
All right. No, item number 3, did you discover a new adventure site? You did not.
Nope.
Because you're still in the same adventure site.
Yeah. We've been here for a while now.
Item number 4, Did you defeat one or more monsters?
Please say
Yes.
that scorpion is
You
a monster.
did. I mean,
And
I
the
would have counted the
tentacle.
tentacle, but yeah, you also defeated the scorpion beast.
We don't
So-
get points for both, do we?
No.
What about our
just one.
internal monsters? Stares into the distance.
So I think that's 2 for everyone at this point.
Yeah.
Did you find a treasure, 1 gold or more?
Yes.
Now, we did get gold. Was it 1 gold? Was it? We got a
Got
lot of silver.
silver.
Was
Yeah.
it worth 1 gold overall?
Overall, yes. Now, is that personal or party? Also, we
That
found a
is-
bard.
I'm going to count it as the party because the way we do treasure, it wouldn't make sense to do it per person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got another point?
That's 3. All right. Did any of you activate your pride? I do not think so.
Was that the other time you did?
That was the
Drow?
other session when you were sneaking up.
Yeah, whenever I was sneaking up.
Yeah, we already did that one. Did
Yeah.
any of you suffer from your dark secret?
No.
Now, this is going to be spicy. Did you risk your life for another PC?
Yes.
Very much so.
Dreamin did when he jumped.
Into the water to try and help Cahoon.
Cahoon did whenever you went toe-to-toe with the Scorpion Beast solo and didn't back down. And Kali did because you pushed so many rolls to kill that Scorpion Beast.
Yes!
I'm going to count you all as doing that because you desperately fought and had every chance to retreat but did not back down until your wits broke.
I think as many rolls as I pushed, I still probably sustained the least damage.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? Pitch me your ideas.
We freaking killed a scorpion beast.
That's pretty extraordinary.
Let me
I
pull up.
dodged so much.
So many. I would give you,
You
that.
did. You only got hit once from it, didn't you?
Yes.
On all the rounds. I will give you that. You.
Not
dodged
only do
like
I
a
have
mad
the
fool.
softest paws, I have the fastest paws.
That's very fair. Very fair. Any other pitches?
I don't believe it myself, but I'll throw it out there. Building that bridge so that we had a reliable way to cross over that chain no matter what from this point
Honestly?
onward. That, It doesn't say combat, it says an extraordinary action.
I would give it to you, but like you already had crafting skill. It wasn't like if you didn't have any ranks in crafting and you
No.
made it, I would give you that.
You should claim that your move to try to save Dendria instead of automatically
Oh, yeah.
fight the thing was pretty extraordinary. You tried to save a
I
stranger.
tried to get help by saving a stranger.
I'll give it to you.
All
It's
right.
loose, but I'll give it to you. And then Kali, I think I know what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it.
Oh, I was just going to say I'm freaking awesome with a bow.
I'll give you that. I thought this is the second time I've awarded you this experience point because we did it with the ogre as well. But you know what? It's amazing every time. So take it.
I think there was one time where I rolled like 4 successes that time.
That's crazy.
It was so much fun. That one was great. I got too excited.
No, you have every reason to be excited. It was awesome.
But my bow is not borked, but almost broke.
Yeah.
I can try and help with that.
Well, before we get into like playing proper, do any of you have any ideas what you're going to expend your experience on? Are you all banking it? What's the game plan?
I don't know yet.
Okay, how many do you have right
I
now?
have 5.
You have 5, so you don't really have anything. That's like 1 away from a rank 2.
Yeah.
You should save for a rank 2.
I've been
They're the bomb.
considering pack rat, but I haven't had to get it yet.
All right. Cahoon, how you looking with experience?
I have 7.
Whoa. Woof indeed. Do you have something you're looking at then?
I will probably pick up Knife Fighter.
Is that a rank 1 talent?
Yeah, either that or I will upgrade my Path of the Killer.
Now, a knife fighter makes you just better at using your knife, basically.
Knife Fighter means that I can attack twice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you want to,
think.
if you want to take that, so it'll be 3 XP if you don't have it already. You want to make a wits roll for that?
I don't have a knife right now, so I'm going to bank.
Okay.
Also, it has
You
to
need to do
wait
it
till
after
rest.
the rest. That's
Yeah.
fair. That is very fair. Kali, I know you already just got a nice juicy rank 2 talent.
I have enough to get another rank 2 with 6 experience points.
Oh, what you thinking?
I'm either going to bank so I can get that nice, sweet 3rd level Path of the Arrow, or I'm going to get that 2nd level in Pathfinder. I was thinking about several episodes back where I
Right.
can rest by leading the way. I think that'll be really valuable.
That is
Yeah.
pretty valuable, yeah. Yeah. All right.
But I
well,
haven't made up my mind, so I'll just bank for now.
while all of you are debating this, let's go ahead and drop into the session. For 300 years, the blood mist prevented all in Ravenland from straying far from the comfort of their hearths. Now the mist is gone. Brave souls and cunning scoundrels now wander the cursed world, sealed away behind the iron lock to find their fortune in the Forbidden Lands. When we last left you guys, you had just defeated a vicious, foul scorpion beast. Half like man, half scorpion.
All ugly.
100% ugly. Bigfoot looking. Just
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Looked disgusting. You stabbed his face. You shot it full of arrows. You barely escape with your lives and your minds from this horrible creature. You have been exploring the castle Weatherstone, from which you heard about a wandering adventuring party of treasure hunters looking for some score here. You decided to track them down, and on the way you found your companion Rolk, who is unconscious or writhing on the ground. Really close.
Writhing on the ground?
Yeah, he got his toe cut off. Remember?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he
Yeah,
straight
that's
up
right.
had a severed toe.
You picked him up after he was abandoned by said treasure hunting party, and continued on your way to Weatherstone, finding it, and began exploring it, encountering some perilous dangers, like the tentacle monster that lurked in the moat, and finding a bunch of like skeletons and just relics of another era in it. And then you wandered into this building and found the scorpion beast and defeated it, barely. It is the evening quarter day, and you have successfully defeated the scorpion beast. What are you guys going to do?
Oh, gods. And Kali, like, drops her bow, rushes over to Rolk, grabs a fancy handkerchief from her pocket, and holds it over his foot, and she just starts... Draven!
Dreamin is in the doorway, kind of rocking back and forth. Oh no. Oh no. We're all dead.
Is he alive?
Callie, Cahoon, we're all dead.
There's so much blood.
So here's the way I've looked at it. I don't know if what we can do until like Wit's brokenness is taken care of. I don't know if you can actually do much.
No, I mean, you just... I think it's more when you're out of combat, but you can't really do anything but just kind of like...
Yeah, you can't perform any other actions or roll for any skills.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to roll unless there's something important, but rolling a heal check...
There's a lot of healing to be done that I cannot do.
Yeah.
Nor can I cast spells. Care, if someone manages to heal you during the process of healing a critical injury, the remaining healing time is reduced by half.
By half. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many successes, just if you get a success, it reduces it.
And that's if you... Yes, and I think that might specifically be talking about healing a critical injury. Because if you look under the heal skill, like I'm doing right now...
Like, well, I have 3 empathy, so I could
No, that's
try.
just save a life.
Yeah.
It's just healing. So I think if you heal damage, you're also trying to heal a critical injury?
I think it's the same roll, but in combat you can heal damage and get someone up on their feet. Out of combat you can
That's right.
heal an
Okay.
injury. I'm gonna go with that for now.
Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, Dreamin got a critical injury with his will. So let me roll to see how many days that's going to take to get rid of.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Yeah, if you want to. Go right on ahead. 3d6.
All right, 3d6. I got a 1 and a 6, so that's 7. Another 6.
Oh my god.
Time for a drink, Pooh.
That's 13 days, like 2 weeks.
Oh, maybe
He's
we can
got
have that.
PTSD.
Maybe we can have that. Let me find my drunkard and put the 13.
Like, let me know when I can try to roll for Rolk. Because Kalee's over here, paws, trying not to vomit.
I'm just saying, if you can get Dreamin to where he's no longer broken, he can take care of that toe thumb real quickly.
Well, it's also evening, and it's going to be night. It's already dark, and it's going to be night soon, so it's also time where you need to be thinking about resting or setting up camp.
So we could just sleep then.
Well, would he not bleed out to death if we don't do something
No,
about it?
it wasn't a lethal
It's
one.
not a lethal one, so there's no time limit on healing him. If you make a heal check, it'll just make him be able to negate the effect of the critical injury faster. Rolk will have a severed toe
Does that-
hinder him for 2 days.
Like, does that mean he's literally
Two
got a
ones on
missing toe?
2d6.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Kali's just holding back vomit like into her shoulder. Kind of ties her kerchief
no.
there.
Delightful.
Oh no, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. It's gonna kill us. We're gonna kill
As
us.
this is
Oh,
happening,
No. Oh no.
Cahoon, after pouring like 6 willpower into the instincts, is still hacking at the body, slobbering. The sound of the short sword clanging against ancient stone, and the sound of gore squelching.
Kali ties it on the foot, realizes outside of her panic, it's not going to die. Takes a very shuddery deep breath. And walks over to Cahoon. Cahoon? Like, very delicately puts out a hand to like, touch him on the back. Cahoon?
You touch him?
Yes.
Whips around, looming, wild-eyed in the dark, just the reflection, the Habitat luciderm? I don't think that's exactly it, but it's similar. The reflection of a predator's eyes in the moonlight and whatnot, if you will. And you get the sword leveled at you. Hi.
It's dead, darling. And
Cahoon,
and
we're gonna die. Roll.
I need your help.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Dreamin'.
Ah.
Dreamin's out.
Ah.
Rolk is. And she. Oh. I need your help to get them to safety.
My foot.
Fine.
Which one do you want to take?
Whichever's heavier.
Who's heavier?
Well, you have Rolk, who is heavier physically, and Dreamin, who has the weight of all his past experiences.
I'm gonna take Dreamin.
And I'll shoulder the bard, too.
Dreamin's also not
The
bloody.
bard, if you'll remember, ran. Like,
Oh, yeah.
booked it.
Is she like straight on the other side?
Well, you don't see where she is right now because it's dark. But she ran across the bridge, and that's the last you saw of her.
Yeah. Well, Kali's just kind of like, we have to get to safety. Have to get to safety. And she grabs Dreamin by the arm and kind of like, tries to lift him up a little bit up underneath the arm. Come on, old man.
Are you all alive?
Yes.
Is it dead?
It's gone.
What about Cahoon? Is he okay?
He is all right.
Cahoon, are you fine?
I'm alive.
I don't think he could take another hit,
Is Rolk alive?
but
Yes.
we're all alive.
Sadly.
Rolk, I need something from you.
What?
And he'll walk over and frantically pat down Rolk, reach into his coat, pull out something that's obviously alcohol. He'll take a swig from it and shove it back in Rolk's coat. Thank you.
Dreamin.
How did you know I had that?
I'm old. I know.
Did you just drink?
What?
But I need to go to soccer practice.
It's okay. You have Callie. Okay, I can calm down.
She's so concerned for him, she doesn't even correct him on mispronouncing her name this time. Like, come
Okay, I'm ready, Callie.
on. Like the bunk room. We should go there.
All right, so it's dark. I imagine. Do you want to? Who's gonna? Someone would have to light a torch. So
I
who
have a
wants
torch.
to roll for that
Can
on
I?
the resource die?
Can I first shout for the bard?
Sure.
Dindre.
Bitch! You alive?
You don't hear anything.
Uh-oh. Can I sniff her out?
Is that a roll or you know what? You want to smell?
Yeah, I have the instincts. The hunting instinct? Hunting instincts, yeah. And I don't need to track her for a day. So
Okay.
I won't use any willpower.
My Pathfinder and D&D instincts are like perception, but
Yeah.
my Forbidden Lands GM instincts say you can tell that she's still nearby.
I bet Cahoon's got such a good nose.
Yeah.
They could just tell.
And the thing is, she's probably leaving a trail of blood, so I can definitely pick her up.
It's dark, so that might be hard to spot. But you can
could smell
definitely
it.
tell that she's nearby. Yeah.
Like, even if he doesn't see the blood, I imagine he would smell it.
I was more trying to say, like, if you're trying to follow her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Khalid's just kind of like, we've got to find somewhere safe.
She was afraid, which might mean that she went somewhere safe. So if we find somewhere safe, we might find her as well.
Precisely. Dreamin', we need
Yes?
to go.
Okay, lead the way.
And she just kind of like, cracks her neck a little bit like, yes, I'll lead the way.
I'll roll torches.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me.
I don't
I'll
have any torches.
I'll let
so-
that light be the light for you guys. All right, so you don't get a 1 or 2, so you're good.
Oh, can you imagine how eerie that is? The flickering light of a torch off these dark castle walls, and we all smell like gore and
Are you walking into the place where you fought the scorpion or back to...
Back.
Okay.
I think that we would be going back over the bridge.
To the
that's why I wanted to grab
Yeah.
Dreamin' and Rolk, because I'm afraid of them walking alone over the bridge.
That seems like the place where she would have fled to.
As far away from the scorpion as possible.
You find Dendria around like the fireplace, panicking and pulling like tables and chairs and like broken bookcases and making a barricade around the
Ma'am.
spot. Yeah.
Good idea,
dead.
Dendre. Good idea. Stock up some more.
Do you join in?
Yes.
Okay.
Khalid just kind of pinches
Okay.
the bridge of her nose.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
I was making a face at Jacob, and I want to say the fact that Cahoon is making this face at you is very telling.
Use the bodies. We can use everything.
You're gonna stack the
Absolutely
like
not.
rotting bodies.
Don't touch them.
Okay.
Just lie down.
Okay.
Can't we go back?
She gets like a broken bed.
I'm gonna. I assume that we're going to barricade ourselves here tonight, right?
What about
Yes.
the barracks?
Isn't this the place?
This isn't, there's like living quarters and barracks associated with it. But like this is specifically in this like hall, this feast area.
But it's got a fireplace.
Right.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll to make camp? You will get a +2 from the location and from other people helping.
I think that you have more wits than me. Yeah, I'm at 1 right now.
I have 2, so I'll do it. What do you roll to make camp?
I can offer up my flint and steel, which will get you
I think
a
it's
+1
survival.
gear.
Okay, I'll
Just
roll
survival.
Can I give Kali my blanket to help too?
You can, but it's not going to increase the bonus. You get +2 on the roll.
it. I will
already.
take. Can I take his flint and steel?
Yes.
That gives me a +1.
Gear die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a +2 modifier for where we're at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Modifier 1, 2. Okay, this isn't too bad. I'm rolling 5, 7 dice. That's not too bad.
Too bad. One
I get a success.
That's close.
Kali is just very shaken from all of this. And this is normally Dreamin's job, and it kind of hits her. They straight up nearly lost him. So she's just kind of like trembling as she tries to... And then the fire goes.
You're able to start it. It smokes up, let's say, a little bit because the chimney doesn't look like it's been... Well, no, I take that back. Remember, I think I said that you saw like remnants of someone else using this previously.
Yeah.
So never mind. You're able to make camp without any issue. Dendria and Dreamin have created a little palisade of rotted and old wooden bits around you guys, and
It's
it's
like one arm that what we grabbed before we were told don't grab the bodies.
I like
just
to
sits there
imagine
hanging out on like a chair arm.
to them it's really sturdy, but like Cahoon could just straight up lift it with like a finger.
Just shove
With
it
my
over.
one strength right now, I don't think so.
The dead will protect us. The barricade will protect us.
I need you to sleep.
I think I'll go to sleep. And he'll lay down.
Okay.
I'm gonna scoop him into my lap, and it's not exactly like he doesn't smell great,
Yeah.
but
Then again, at this point, I don't think any of us do.
But he's strong. He's tough. He probably feels secure. And Cahoon's just very disgustingly going to go just over his just frizzy ass hair.
Dreamin's like, that's nice. I'm glad you're alive, Cahoon.
Should I keep watch? She addresses that to Cahoon because Dreamin's totally out of his mind.
Don't ask Dreamin.
So if you went to sleep, well, no, you couldn't. You took the action to make this. And none of you can rest during this. So it is now like nighttime, and I assume you're all going to sleep unless someone wants to stay up all night and keep a watch.
Ooh.
I think that we just have to risk it.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, I could, but...
Listen, there can't be 2 scorpion beasts. We're fine.
Or can there?
Oh.
I think that we just have to risk it.
Yeah.
I need to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't really got a chance to meet Dendrea outright, but at least in this state, she is like frantic and panicking, very similar to Dreamin.
Did you roll her wound?
I did.
What was it, or are you not going to tell us?
We talked about last time it
Oh, it
was
was a personality
change.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was brutal. But it doesn't really matter because you haven't met Dendrea yet.
That's right.
But yeah, so she is like panicked. Yeah, she's already made this spot, and she doesn't really address you guys because she's still in flight or flight. Excuse me.
Flight or flight?
Flight or
you
flight.
run or you run, bitch.
You run or you run.
Fight or flight mode. Rolk is completely disinterested because he's still writhing in pain
It's probably in shock.
and in shock. He passes out eventually, like as soon as camp gets set up and is warm. But you all rest. You are unaccosted. It is now the morning quarter day.
So we get back our attribute damage.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
thank God.
goodness.
I was at 2 agility and 2 wits.
I was at
Woof.
1 strength and 1 wits.
Yeah, like when
I was
said
round.
that
I was round
Cahoon
from problem.
didn't look like they could take another hit. I was trying to, not metagame it.
Yeah. No, you're right though.
So, does this sleep count towards healing my drunkardness?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I have 3 empathy if you want me to try healing. Or do we want to just attempt that?
Honestly, the best one to try that would be more than likely be Dendrea, if we could convince her to. Because if
Isn't
she's
she
a
broken?
minstrel, not
Not
anymore.
anymore.
Okay.
Because she would have rested too.
If she's a minstrel, she might have performance, and that's a lot of ifs.
Like, well, while they're working on that, Kali is going to be like very methodically cleaning the blood off of her bow and trying to, not for reals, because I know it would take a roll or something,
Flavor
but like
repair.
flavor repair and
Yeah.
clean the blood off of her bow and bowstring.
I imagine
I
you
could
went.
help with that.
Yeah, Dreamin to.
Callie. So Dreamin will wake up, he'll stretch, be like, yes.
You stink like dog breath.
What a great sleep. He'll pat Cahoon on the head. Thank you, Cahoon. And he'll pause, he'll be like, and he'll lick the top of his head. Yeah, sure.
What?
And then he'll I don't know. You know what?
Yeah,
This has
that's
been
fair.
Okay, there we go. That's
Yeah,
fair.
okay, thank you.
He'll walk over to Rolk and he'll be like,
Lick his
Rolk.
head.
No, Rolk.
Oh God, what a bad dream! Oh, my toe!
Rolk, shut up.
Oh
And he's got this fancy little now bloody and crusty kerchief tied to his toe, his missing toe.
Rolk starts screaming. Rolk starts screaming. Dreamin says, Rolk, shut up. And he'll lean over and touch him and say some magic words and spend a willpower point to heal his toe. This is the Mend Wounds spell.
Okay, so explain to me how this works.
You can use magic to heal broken bones and bleeding wounds. This spell immediately heals a critical injury. A lethal injury requires power level 2. Lost limbs cannot be regrown, however. So what Dreamin's going to do is he's going to touch him, and because of his psychic power as a half-elf, 1 willpower spent equals 2. Or every time I spend willpower, I get to add 1 to it. It doesn't double. I get to add 1 to it. So I have to roll... I think I have to roll 2 dice. You spend...
Yeah, just 2.
Yes, just 2. So let's hope I don't get any 1s.
Oh boy, that would be horrible.
Actually, This is a level 2 spell. I'm going to cast it as a level 1 spell and only roll 1 die.
Okay.
Because you can do that with the higher level spells.
That's fair.
That's a
1.
oh my god.
Let me roll on the magical mishap table. Going to the mishap table. Don't know what's going to happen.
Uh-oh. He'll start casting the spell and saying the magic words. It'll flash a weird color, and he'll be like, it's not supposed to do that.
Okay, magic mishaps. I'm going to roll it in the thing.
Oh. Listen,
go.
we don't have to worry about me being banished at the very least. It's only 1 mishap.
Trembling.
that mean?
Let's look at this. The spell ravages your mind.
Oh no,
Goodness.
he's taken enough.
But you did heal, so let's see what happens. -1 to all agility rolls. Healing
For-
time 1d6 days. So 4 days.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on. This says 1 hours.
Oh,
So
is it different for the magic one?
Maybe? Do you happen to know what page? Oh, I can look at what
Yeah, I
page
got
they're
it.
on.
It's on page 119 is the table. I got it. If you rolled 1 or several Bane when you cast a spell, you have unleashed powerful forces but are unable to control them, and you suffer a magic mishap. Roll D66 on the table on the next page.
But it does not say my spell doesn't take effect.
Okay, so you still cast the spell, it's just you get a bad effect from it.
Yep. So Rolk is
Cool.
at least healed of his toe, which was important because he couldn't run as a fast action without it.
No, yeah. All right, cool. So you're able to heal him. He's like, "Whoa, are you okay? You look frazzled.
Oh, that one took a little bit out of me, unfortunately. I'll be okay. His hand's shaking.
Does it hurt to cast magic?"
Not typically.
Okay. And he sits up, and he's like, "Whoa, Dendria, you're alive? What are you doing here?" And Dendria's like, "Oh, hey, Rolk, and just kind of like nervous, like messing with her hair. He's like, "Are you okay? You seem a little different last time. Also, why'd you guys leave me?" It's like, "Oh, we didn't mean to do that. Are you guys here for the sword too, and the scepter?"
We're just here to explore.
Oh, okay. Can I stick with you? Can I? Cause I still want to explore, but I almost died yesterday, so
Will you help us if you join us?
I can help a little bit.
Fine.
Why don't you tell us about the other members of your party?
Oh, brother Farabald, he was the Rust brother that was with us, but he went underwater.
As in he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was probably the body that we saw at the shoreline.
The red spot.
Yeah. Was that him?
It would seem so.
Oh, that sure is a shame. How many of you are left?
Well, it was me and Cordomar and Escar, and we went to fight that thing, and it hurt real bad, and then I went down, and they saw a chance, and they ran away. I think they may have been scared, though. I haven't seen them come back since.
Your friends are cowards.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not your friends anymore.
It would seem so.
We're your friends now.
Are you?
Yes. Hi. I'm Cahoon.
Oh,
We did save you from that
nice to meet
scorpion.
you, Cahoon. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm glad to be alive. Still just like very on edge.
Kali kind of walks over to Rolks, like hands him a towel. Please clean the blood off your foot.
And he looks at his foot, and it's like his shoe is just like red and caked in dried blood, and he's like, "Oh, that was a bad time.
Now,
Yes, that
please.
sure was.
I don't feel good."
We need to roll our food and water.
Yes, you do. Go ahead and make your resource die checks.
Oh, note. She's actually kind of nervous around the gore.
Alrighty, look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
no, my water.
Oh no.
We're still good. I'm only on D10.
All right, so you knock down a water. Who else hasn't rolled?
I'm rolling right now.
Okay.
There goes my food. I'm good.
Good.
There goes my water. I lose water.
Lose water down to a D8.
And my arrows
Yeah, all
are
right.
good.
Good on
And
both
I don't have
for Drow.
torches.
Food's down for... No, water's down for Cat, and water's down for Jacob. Cool.
I imagine Klee used some of it to pour on Rolk's foot.
Probably. And that's a thing that's going to be difficult if you stay in this, effectively what we would call in other game systems a dungeon. You're spending all your time exploring and fighting. You're still burning through your resources,
Yeah.
So it's kind of a ticking clock almost. But yeah, the morning is yours. You said you wanted to try and fix Kalee's bow, correct?
So I've realized we have a lot of broken things.
Your knife. Drow's knife.
One
I
of,
have Rolk's sword.
Yeah.
oh, that's
But what
right.
about Rolk?
I think. he
What
has a
about
sling.
Rolk?
But bow's broken. My armor's partially broken. Knife is broken. So I kind of like to take time and try to fix these things.
Okay.
Is that one item every quarter day or?
I'm going to say yeah, because crafting things are usually based around quarter days. So until otherwise notified, we'll say yeah.
So
No.
while he's fixing those, maybe we could forage for some water or something.
Yeah, you totally could.
I want to try and fix the bow because I think the bow is perhaps the most important item I could fix.
It's got
'Cause
1 damage of 2.
Worst comes to worst, I can give Cahoon my knife if Rolk wants his sword back.
Right.
So
Roke's not getting it back. It's
I
mine
can
now.
give my knife to Rolk, so the melee people can have a way to fight.
Didn't you just take Knife Fighter?
No, I didn't take it.
Oh, okay. You holding on?
Well, I guess we did rest. But
Yeah.
So is that our plan for the day?
Well,
Dreamin' works on
at
fixing.
least for this part, I want to try and fix the bow.
Okay.
And then we could explore the other part if we want to. It's up to us at that
Did
point.
Cahoon's leather armor get damaged? I don't think it did.
no.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and make that crafting roll for me?
Yaha! All right, your bow is fixed. I got 2 successes. That would have been real good for a thing that was broken by 2.
All right, let me read this real quick here because it may change what we're going to do. Repair. Repairing a broken item generally takes a few hours in a successful crafting roll. So if the roll fails, the gear bonus is permanently decreased to the current level. If the gear bonus has been decreased to 0 and the repair fails, then the item is permanently destroyed. But it was only down 1 and you got 2
Yeah.
successes, so it's back up to full.
And it says a few hours, so could I do more than 1 item in a quarter day?
Yeah.
All right, then the next thing, do you want me to try to work on your knife?
Sure.
All right, I will try for the knife next. Knife is only a +1, right?
Yes.
Knife is fixed.
Awesome.
Could I go for 3 or are we going to keep it to 2?
Quarter day is 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say 3.
All right, I'm going to try my leather armor.
Oh, did it get busted?
It got 1 damage.
Okay.
Well, it's not important then. It
All
is
right.
permanently broken by 1.
Is 2 armor rating, right?
Yes.
All right, so reduced down to 1. And so the dream is going to spend the morning repairing things. What are Cahoon and Kalee doing this morning?
Do we want to hunt?
We can do that.
Going to do that? All right. So you're going to assist, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
I think that we're probably sniffing for rats.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a roll.
What would the roll be if we're hunting in the castle? Because I'm definitely
Survival.
not leaving.
It's still survival to find prey.
okay.
It's also you're more along the lines of hunting in the hex, so you could leave the castle and hunt. And
We can't get back over the bridge, though,
You can.
yeah.
with the monster.
Oh, you don't want to risk going over the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not leaving the castle.
Then maybe you'll have us take negatives for hunting inside the castle.
I believe you're in the mountains, so let me look at that chart real quick. So you're in the mountains. Your hunting roll is going to be you're hunting, not foraging, correct?
Yes.
Your hunting roll is going to be -1 because of the terrain.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got. That'll be
Do you get +1 from Cahoon? Just roll 1d6 real quick. No extra successes.
I did get 1 success though.
But you got 1, so let's roll on the table for find a prey. What do we get?
Look what we got.
It's a fox.
So let me set this up for you. You guys go back out to the courtyard out of this building that you came in. On the opposite wall from where you are in the bushes is a little fox.
Cahoon, look.
Bark.
Shh. Don't you want me to get it?
I thought you were going to say don't bark.
Oh no, don't woof.
Wait, I don't have my bow, do I?
No.
So can I have taken Dreamin's sling?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the sling give me? A +1?
I think so. Let me look at it real quick. Ranged weapons. A sling is in fact +1.
Okay. I'm just gonna take the longbow and bump it down to a +1.
Wow.
I did get a success.
That's
Woo!
a success. All right. I think we were supposed to adjust the difficulty, but it's too late. We've made the roll. You want to describe how you do this?
I imagine she's a little bit on the rusty side because it's a sling, not a bow. Mm-hmm. Whacks it in the head, it kind of hits it in the head, and the fox just kind of twitches.
Yeah, and it falls over. Cahoon, what do you do?
Fuck you.
All right, so you guys get 3 meat and 1 pelt. You'll be able to eat.
Barbaric.
Yeah, you'll be able to eat basically.
It's a fox.
You won't have to roll tomorrow,
The
we'll say.
sling.
It doesn't have feelings.
No, she holds up the sling. This thing is my bow. She doesn't know it's been fixed yet.
No, you're not very far away, but still. Dendria is also spending the time in the barricade with you, Dreamin'. She pulls out her fiddle, which has been very obviously schmooshed,
Aww.
and starts working on it. Much similar to how you are doing with the bow and the knife and the armor.
Oh no, she plays yeehaw music.
Say, Dendria,
Yeah.
if you get that thing fixed, I've heard that people of your talents are able to soothe the mind.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with the fiddle.
Could you attempt that for me? Because I'm feeling a bit odd. Oh, no, wait, I know exactly what I need. He'll reach over, take a sip of something from his flask.
You have a flask?
I mean, I assume that we all have a little bit of either wine or ale.
Okay.
Or
Because,
rolled stuff.
disinfectant. Yes, that word.
Disinfectant. I'm going to name an elf
disinfectant.
that.
It's straight up our water purification kit.
I'm assuming that we'd have at least a little bit that we've kept from Rolk because we shamed him.
I thought you poured it all out.
No, I specifically, I edited that episode. You let him, you took all but 1, which were empty, and moving away, and let him have 1 so he could drink himself silly, which is exactly what he did. So he's out.
We probably have some.
Yeah.
Probably.
I wasn't going to stop your role play last time when you reached into his pocket, but I was like, he's out, man. You made sure of that.
As much of a drunkard as Rolk is, he might have swiped it off one of us.
No. You go for your flask. It's not there. You already had stuff from your flask, but it was on rocks.
But he'll take a drink from one of his flasks and be like, that's much better.
So at the end of the morning quarter day, or not even at the end, about halfway through, she gets her fiddle up and ready to go again, and she plays a song for you.
Oh. Performance?
Roll a performance check. Which I think is basically can heal or reduce the healing time, right?
It'll basically half it.
Hey, 3 successes. So she is able to play this song, and it's soothing, and it kind of calms you both down a little bit. Puts you in a better mood, and it steals your resolve for exploring this place and makes you feel less like you're on edge. Rock says, I'm still mad at Dendria for goddamn abandoning me, but that song was really cool, and I'm a simple man, so.
I mean, she said that she didn't. She said it was an accident. Are you calling her a liar?
I'm just a little salty.
As you have reason to be.
Oh, is that a fox?
Don't like
No.
sling.
It was a fox. Now it's dead, as they should be.
It's supper.
Yes, all foxes should be murdered.
Oh,
And he'll wink.
Is this a religion?
No, I just hate them.
It's just a
Cahoon.
fact.
What?
Foxes don't sound great, but like, why do you hate them?
They're bad dogs.
Oh?
Have you ever seen them? They don't bark. They're in the forest at 3 a.m. going, ah! Ah! I hate it.
Jared will pat Rourke on the back and be like, yes, they're bad dogs.
Jacob's looking at me with this like wide-eyed, please go along with it expression.
Bad dogs.
Bad dog. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard a fox do anything before.
That's
Are
why
you asking me what the fox says?
No, you just said that. Cahoon,
Yes.
do you bark?
Ever so often.
Do you woof?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, I did not know. I haven't really met a lot of wolfkin.
That makes enough sense. I mean, you're alive. I understand that a lot of times whenever your kind meets mine, it ends with blood.
Hey, Cahoon,
Yeah,
I think you're cool.
thank you.
Thanks for saving me from the scorpion monster. You can have my sword.
I mean,
Aww.
why don't you carry it for me for now?
Okay,
Just in case.
I'll try to die next to you so you can pick
No.
it up again.
That was,
Please don't.
you passed out in a very convenient spot.
When I need to pass out again, I'll aim for you.
I never want to see a severed toe again.
Maybe next time it'll
I'd
be
like
a
to see
finger.
my toe again.
It's right here.
Yeah, Khalid straight up turns and vomits profusely.
I found this in my pocket. I don't know where it came from.
No, just kidding.
Here you go, Rourke.
I don't know if I want it now.
I guess I'll keep it then. Maybe I can use it for a spell.
Oh my god.
I'm never going to sleep again.
So speaking of scorpion beast creature, should we go look at that room it was in
Speaking of segues,
and kick its corpse some because we're angry at it?
I did mince it.
We'll kick it even more.
You missed it.
Minced.
Cahoon decimated it.
Interesting.
I defecated it.
Oh dear.
Cheated.
No.
So, all right, you make your way back there then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we go
All right.
back.
You cross the ravine. Now in broad daylight, you can see the chest that you saw last night off the torchlight at the bottom of the ravine. You go into this building, which is, I'll reveal to you guys, called the laboratory.
Oh no.
I hope that there's little eyes in jars that watch us, and that they're just background, and we don't have to fight a bunch of little eyes in jars. Because if so, if I can pick up a little eye in a jar that looks at me, I'd pick up a little eye in a jar.
Well, funny you should say that because
Do I get a little eye in a jar?
a stench of rot and sharp elixirs exudes from this hall.
That doesn't sound like a little eye in a
This
jar.
chamber was once grand, and the remains of silk and old portraits that haven't been torn down still hang on the walls. Now the room is filled with cauldrons, pools, broken pottery, dissection tables, and other items and things. Everything is covered with dust, but to your horror, you realize the body parts of animals and humans that have been nailed to the walls seem to have been alive up until recently. Previously, something was moving in the debris, but it's not moving anymore.
Oh, my heart rate went up for a second there. Please, no, I was thinking.
But in this horror scene, you can find a really old jar of eyeballs, and they're not looking at you. They're kind of like looking just all over.
So these parts they were alive until recently.
It would seem that way.
Is there more gore, or are they just how cleanly severed are they?
Some of them have really clean cuts, but some of them are still dripping. And it's weird because you were here the other day, but they're still dripping with blood.
Did the monster look like it was an amalgamation?
Kind of.
Oh, fleshcraft.
Ooh.
I don't fuck with this witchy nonsense.
Ralt gets in here and he like starts.
There's a wide selection of toes.
Yeah, Kali is doing the same thing.
Gendria was kind of like playing a soft tune on the fiddle, and then like fiddle music stops whenever you come back into this room.
No, no.
Fiddle
Like
music
that
stops.
Keep it going. You'll hide the horror of this place from us.
Peace.
You just get like the horror squeaks every now and then because she's shaking and nervous.
Excuse me, I'm the one with trembling hair.
Can we leave? Please.
First, let's look for stuff. And he'll start searching
You
through the
look for
room.
stuff.
You look through the room, and it's just like if you were some sort of flesh crafter, this might be interesting. But more or less, there's not a lot here. Actually, I'll tell you what. You find a couple urns. Let's say you find 4 different intact urns that contain weird experiments, body parts, eyes. You find a brain. And you also find a strange, like, insect thing, like, preserved. And you know that this would be worth a little bit of money if you were able to bring it to the right death magician.
Oh.
But it would be, things you'd have to carry.
How heavy would these be overall?
I would say they count as half an item each, so 2 total items worth of weight, 2 normal items.
I am not carrying that.
They would in total be worth 5 silver.
I have 5.5 out of 8 right now.
Yeah, if you'd like to carry it.
And that's including the short sword, which I'm not currently carrying.
So yeah, if you want to carry them, then we can just drop them if we ever need to.
I don't think this is going to be an item you can find in the compendium.
Yeah, I'll just do a raw material.
And maybe we'll even have to find a death magician. The trader in Boulder's Post seemed pretty adamant that he traded in everything.
You might know a guy who knows a guy who's a death magician. My uncle's cousin's 3rd brother was a death magician.
What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
All right, so you're in here. You found some items of value. What do you want to do?
This place is pretty horrible. Let's go.
Yeah. You find your way out through it, and there's another like staircase that goes up and onto the wall. I'll ping it for you guys on the map. Onto the wall around the building.
Oh.
And as you come out, you see there's a tall like tower in the distance. You hear like squawking over it, but you can't quite see anything. But the walkway on the tower is leading up to that building.
Like now that they're out of the room of death and body parts, Kali seems to have collected herself again.
Collected.
Collected.
So what do you guys want to do?
Guess we'll continue along the way, right? Not much else for us to do.
Let's go on then. So as you approach, you approach this tower, and the squawking gets louder, and you look up, and there's like some kind of birds, but you can't quite see. They're really big. They're really, really big and unnatural.
I really want to shoot one.
You're saying they're big bird?
Big bird.
Oh my god.
The roof has collapsed in on a theater whose galleries climbed the inner walls of the tower. A handful of large flying creatures screech close to the ceiling as soon as you step inside. The silhouettes of their winged bodies can be seen against the open sky above. The central stage of the tower is smeared with excrement and covered with the rancid remains of the creatures' feasts.
Shit. It's shit.
Quite a bit of it, too. Dreamin will have his sling drawn. Just I want to state.
Could I? Okay, so they've seen
Can't
us,
tell
right?
quite what it is because they're giving you a bit of a wide berth here.
Can I shoot one?
If they're giving us a wide berth, we might not want to attack them.
Let's not provoke them.
So I imagine right now you're standing on the outside, like at the
If we
doorway
glance
into this
inside,
theater
do we
tower.
see any fresh corpses?
You do not. But it reeks of bird poop.
It stinks in here, but I'd see no evidence that Escargot and his friend, were injured, so maybe they won't mess with us.
And as you're looking in, the roof, remember, is like caved in, There's birds up top. There is a pathway like up on the sides of this building that go around towards the back, and there's an opening with like a terrace on the back of it. You can't see anything on the terrace. You just see that there's a doorway to one there. But what you do see is like this shiny light that's glittering.
There's something over there. Something shiny.
You say shiny, and a few of the figures up on top go.
These are harpies. Almost certainly.
Should we go after the shiny?
They might go after us.
Well, that's fair.
Would you like me to be sneaky?
I can go. And he starts going in.
Oh, hold on, Rourke. Hold on, Rourke. That's not a bad idea, Cahoon.
I get my bow ready.
Yes, if Kelly, you prepare your bow.
It's Kali.
Rourke, do you have a ranged weapon? I can never seem to remember.
I think I have a sling.
I have a sling as well, so if Cahoon would like to stealth up, maybe we can cover you if you get seen.
Stealth up after Kali angrily, loudly corrects you from saying her name wrong.
All right, you want to make a stealth roll?
I will do so.
All right, 2 successes, or is it 1?
It's 1 success.
Cahoon.
This might be my pride.
Do you want to add your pride?
Sure.
All right.
You have the softest paws.
Usually you
It's a
only add your
D12,
pride
right?
if you're not going to be successful. You already have a success. Did you see the result of the roll I made?
No.
So you can't activate your pride unless you didn't make the roll.
Okay.
So if you're making a roll and then you didn't get any successes on stealth, that's when you can activate your pride.
Okay.
Would you say that would still apply to rolls where
It's
a
contested?
single success does not necessarily mean success?
That's a good question. I'm going to check that real quick, if you don't mind. Once per game session, you can activate your pride when you fail a skill roll in a situation where your pride is relevant. So you haven't failed the skill roll.
But it is up for interpretation, because maybe.
Would you like to do it? I'll let you do it if you want to.
Would I fail?
Let's say if you get a Bane on your pride die, then you'll lose your pride.
Isn't that the rule anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Another success. The Cahoon, you're going up to the shiny.
Yeah.
You go up there, go up the stairs, the softest paws. You avoid broken parts of the stone staircase, puddles of bird poop and bone.
Disgusting.
You go to the terrace. Imagine this is in your head. You don't say it just out loud. He is now going to be short range from all of you. And you go to the terrace and you round the corner, light glimmering down the hallway from it. And you see a catapult pointed away from the tower down into the ravine. And in it, shiny coins. But you also see a flock of harpies sitting on the terrace,
there were harpies.
guarding it. And that's where we're going to pick up next
no.
episode.
Wait, stop. Wait.
That's it.
No, stop. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Bark.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are @thirdgallon. That's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag #thirdgallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Tumblr with the same handle @thirdgallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube and Twitch. Our YouTube channel is called The Third Gallon, and our Twitch channel is @thirdgallon. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work at youtube.com/Michael Ghelfi Music, and you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Our theme music for this season was composed by Alexander Nakarada. You can find more of his work at serpentsoundstudios.com and support him at patreon.com/anakarada. That's patreon.com/ANAKARADA. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.